What's up, guys? How's it going? My name is Tyson, and today we're going to be talking about cart abandonment. It's a common topic. A lot of people do not want to touch, or at least don't even come to terms with it actually being a thing. Don't worry, we're going to be diving into it. It's something that leads to a lot of lost sales, a lot of lost revenue, but it doesn't have to. We're going to be talking about how to create an abandoned email cart sequence inside of ClickFunnels 2.0. All right, with that said, let's dive in. Let's break it down and show you how to set this up. All right, we are inside the funnel, guys. And as we get started here, I just want to make sure that we are on the same page. So in order for an abandoned email sequence or abandoned cart email sequence to work properly inside of ClickFunnels 2.0, we got to make sure that an enoemail is actually collected prior to someone actually leaving the funnel, right? Makes sense. We have to actually have something to reach out to them with. Without a contact, there's nothing that can happen, right? So we need to collect an email address. In this case, we are going to be using a two-step order form inside of the actual order form page itself. So that way it collects the email address, collects all the contact details such as the address, the name, the email again, like I said, prior to them even being able to select the product and enter their credit card information. Doing this makes it so we can trigger it based off of opting in, set a little time delay, and if they have not actually purchased the product, then they will go through that abandoned cart sequence. That's what we're going to be setting up here today. In this case, so again, we're using a two-step order form on the actual order form page. From there, we're going to go ahead and begin actually constructing and creating this abandoned cart email sequence. So let's go ahead and click on the lightning bolt icon right next to the step where we actually, where the transaction is going to occur. Well, in this case, not occur, but the actual order form step inside the funnel. Go and click on this guy right here. And in this case, we're gonna go ahead and click on a new workflow. Over the right-hand side, select new workflow. For name, I'm gonna go ahead and use abandoned cart email sequence. And you can name it whatever you'd like in this case, but just make it so it's something that you can remember and it's easy to find, okay? You start creating a lot of workflows in the future, it can be kind of crazy to find and weed out the ones you're looking for. Anyways, make sure to name it properly just so you can avoid that problem in the future. Okay, we got an abandoned cart email sequence set up. Awesome. With that said, let's go in and now choose our event type. In this case, we're going to choose opted in. There we go. Opt in, and now we're good to go. Click on create workflow. Now, the reason why we're choosing opt in is because, again, there hasn't actually been a purchase made inside of this funnel, and we're trying to make it so if they have not purchased the product, then they receive this specific order or this abandoned cart email sequence. Okay, so we got a trigger in place. Awesome. Next thing we want to do is add a delay. Right, we want to give them some time to actually complete the transaction here. In the case that maybe they're just going to find their wallet and they need to go and track that down, and they just they didn't do it right away. Right, they didn't make the transaction right away because they didn't have their card on them. That's fine. That's pretty normal, right? So we'll go ahead and create a little delay here, and maybe we'll do like a 15-minute delay. Let me just double click here. 15 minutes, and let's get rid of that. There we go, and we'll go ahead and create. Awesome. Okay, now we have our delay in place. What we need to do now is go ahead and set up a conditional split path. So click on that little node icon here again, and we're gonna go ahead and click on conditional split path over here on the right hand side. From there, what we can do is set up our actual condition. Now, this is going to determine what happens next, right? We want to make sure that we are actually triggering or targeting the right people. In this case, we're selling a product, so we got to go over here to filters and scroll down to purchase product. There we go. Purchase product is, and then we got to go ahead and select the correct product. In this case, it's going to be the Adventure VIP Pass. Okay, there we go. So this is the product that we want them to purchase. If they do not purchase it, that means they're going to go down the no path. If they do purchase it, they're going down the yes path. I'm going to go ahead and submit that. Now with this in place, we can tell that it is set up, or the condition is set up because the lines are no longer dotted. You noticed a second ago, all the lines were dotted here going off of this conditional split path. Just make sure that it looks like this, and then you'll be good to go. And just makes it so you know that the conditional or the condition is set in place. Okay, with that said, if they have purchased this product, we don't necessarily need to follow up with them in this email sequence. So we're gonna go ahead and just end the actual workflow. We're gonna click on end. All right, so they purchased the product, awesome. Now we just end the email sequence. There's no need, or they don't need to go further in this process. We'll set up another email sequence that targets them specifically, or specifically talks to people that have purchased the product. Okay, in this case, this is just for people that have actually purchased the product, or have not purchased rather. Okay, So for the no side, we're gonna go ahead and click on the plus icon again, and we're gonna go ahead and send email. Okay, and we'll go ahead and select, if you already have a template set up, awesome. If you do not, that is okay. In this case, I'm gonna go ahead and use a previous email. We'll go ahead and use this guy. Okay, give it a subject line. Say, what happened out there? All right, and get as crafty as you want with these. Did something happen? We noticed. Did purchase. Here we go. I'm actually going to change it to did you forget something? There we go. From address, go ahead and select your email address that you have set up inside of your account. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and select this guy right here, and we're going to go ahead and create. Okay, now from there, we can go in and actually edit the email, but I'm going to finish setting up the whole process here before we actually jump into the emails and setting those guys up. All right, the next thing we want to do is set up another delay. I'm going to go ahead and set up a delay, and this one's going to be 1 day. Here we go. Go ahead and create. Perfect. And after that, we're going to go ahead and create another conditional split path. Okay, we're going to do this conditional split path 3 times. So we're going to go through, check and make sure that they have or have not purchased a product. If they haven't, they're going to continue down the abandoned email sequence here. If they have, then they'll end the email sequence, just like kind of what we did up here with the first condition, or the conditional split path there. If they've met the condition, awesome, it's going to end. If they haven't, they're going to continue down. Same scenario here. So go ahead and set up the condition. Click on this guy right here. We're going to go ahead and set the actual action to purchase product, and we're going to go ahead and search up the same product in this case. So VIP, Venture VIP Pass, go ahead and submit. And from there, again, on the yes path, we're going to go ahead and use the same tactic of ending the actual path there. And on the no side, we're going to go ahead and add an email. There we go, send email. And again, same thing. We're going to go ahead and set this up pretty much the same way that we did before. Now we're going to do it one more time. And we found that, at least I found, if you go over 3 follow-ups, you tend to start making people a little angry. So we usually stop it around that point, which is why we're going to end it after 3. That's why I said 3 from the beginning here. But we're going to go ahead and add another delay. And in this case, we're going to do another day. So go ahead and create that. And after that, we're going to set up, again, one last condition here. And then we'll be good to go. All right, at least to start editing the emails. So from here, we're gonna go ahead and choose conditional split path. Beautiful. Okay, now from here, again, we have to set up the condition. So click on that directly. And once that loads on the screen, we're gonna go ahead and select purchase product one more time. There we go. And we're gonna search up VIP again. VIP, perfect. And go ahead and submit. Okay, again, for the yes path, we're gonna go ahead and choose no, or end rather. We're going to end it. And on the no path, we're going to add another email here. Okay, from here, we're going to go ahead and end the sequence at the very end here. So click on the plus icon again. And this time we're going to hit the end option. And just like that, that is a completed abandoned cart sequence. Now, you can modify this if you want. Again, this is just a basic starting point. I recommend experimenting to see what people react with the best based off of your specific target audience. Okay, for me, I found that 3 is going to be that cutoff point where you are starting to make people mad. There's no need to go further. You're literally just going to ruin the relationship, so don't do it. But again, for you, might be totally different. So go ahead and experiment, test it out, see what happens. Okay, now we'll go through, and you want to set up the emails. And throughout these emails, the main thing you're going to focus on is bringing people back into the order form, right? Getting people back to actually finish their transaction and move on and become customers. That's the main thing. So in these guys, you can use ChatGPT if you really want to. Go in or any other email writing software, or just write it out yourself. Do it the old-fashioned way. That's totally okay as well. Okay, for the first email here, let's go ahead and just click on this little caution symbol here. This will bring us directly into the email editor. Once that loads, we're going to go ahead and pull over the first email. Fantastic. We'll go ahead and paste that in there. And we do have access to merge tags. We're going to go ahead and use that to our advantage. Dear, and we're going to go ahead and use a merge tag. So we can click directly on it And we'll have an option, or well, in this case, we're aiming for first name, right? We want to definitely introduce them or say hello directly to them, make it personalized so we get a better response. Okay, down here, we're gonna get rid of this because we already have a footer here for the email. There we go. Connection allies, we'll leave it as is. Now, again, we can go in and customize this as you want, but just for the sake of the video, I'm going to show you how to finish setting this up. So we'll go ahead and click on publish. After that, you'll see that this will be good to go. You get a green check mark, meaning you can click out, and we're going to scroll down or hover over here on the left-hand side until we get to the second email. Click on it directly, and it should take us into the editor for that guy as well. And again, we're going to go ahead and just pull over that second email. Okay, and there you have it. We have all the emails in place. We have everything set up. And as of right now, we are technically ready to go, except for one thing. We got to make this live. Got to make sure that it is actually going to trigger when someone goes in and opts in. In this case, does not make a transaction, right? So go ahead and click on the status icon up here on the right-hand side of the screen. Once you do, click on enable. And after that, you should be good to go. It will now trigger when someone opts in. It will wait 15 minutes as soon as once someone actually opts in to give them time to actually purchase. And then at that point, it's going to check whether or not they've met this condition or not. If it has met that condition, they're going to go down the yes path. If it doesn't meet the condition, meaning they have not actually purchased that product, they're going to go down the no path. Okay, so they're going to go over here and go to this email. And then from there, we'll have a one day delay after that in between that and the next conditional split path. Now, after a day has passed, we're going to go ahead and check it again. See if they have purchased that product. If they have, awesome. They'll go ahead and end or not receive any more emails. If they have purchased the product, then they'll go ahead and go down no path, which will then be another email reaching out saying, hey, you don't want to miss out on this. We want to make sure that you get this valuable deal or this special offer. It's not going to last forever, right? Something like that. And scrolling down, we're going to wait another day and then check again after that. For this one, this is going to be the final time we're going to check. In this case, we're seeing if they purchased the product, and they have. Again, they're going to go and end. They're not going to receive this final email. If they have not purchased, they're going to go ahead and go down a no path, which is going to be this guy right here. And after that, we'll just end the email. All right, just let them know we're not going to follow up with you anymore. We appreciate your interest anyways, and we look forward to working with you in the future or whatever it is that you are trying to do with whatever product you're selling, right? Okay, that is it. That is how we create an abandoned email cart sequence inside of ClickFunnels 2.0. It can be modified, it can be changed, customized for your brand, and I highly recommend that you do so. But this is a good starting point. If you don't have anything, definitely do this. All right, just so you have that there, okay? Thanks for everybody for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. If you have anything that you want to see or any topics you want me to cover, please feel free to leave that in the comments below. I'm more than happy to expand what we're talking about here regarding ClickFunnels 2.0. And with that said, I'll see you in the next video.